Hi, I'm Laura,
Hi, I'm Katrina.
and welcome to Do It For The Bit, where we've been
brats.
and hot girls since 99.
Well, yeah. Personally, I feel like I've been a hot girl for only like 2-3 years.
I'm gonna claim it since 99, baby.
Okay.
But we've been having a brat girl summer, a hot girl summer since 99.
Yeah.
So today, super fun. Today's our musical episode.
So besides brat review.
Hot girl summer.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That's why I kept saying hot girl summer. It's a hot girl summer tour.
I thought you were just talking about it in general. I was like,
Well,
yeah, I guess.
obvi. Yeah. Either way, it tracks. Hello.
So, I don't know if y'all have noticed that like Granny Smith green hue that has hit the streets, that green tint on everything. But personally,
I
I'm
love it.
loving it.
Um,
It's a green girl summer.
it's a green girl. You know what?
Chapel Roan,
Chapel
painted as
Roan?
the Statue of Liberty.
Ugh.
Wicked trailer.
Okay.
Okay. Defying Gravity.
Okay. Brat. Hello.
Brat. I
What?
love Brat. I heart Brat.
I heart Brat and Brat hearts me. Period.
Period. Brat is so
I
good.
love Brat. Wait.
What?
Before we get into it, we were gonna do. I want to continue doing what we did this week.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
Well, yes.
Well, yes.
So before we get into
Oh, yeah.
our musical review, we're gonna give y'all a very top line review of our weeks.
Oh, it's very top line.
Yeah, you know what that means?
No.
Sorry, it's very corporate.
That doesn't make me feel worse about myself.
I don't like it, but it's like the highlights.
Okay.
It's the highlights of our week.
What was wrong with highlights?
Couldn't think of it.
Okay.
That one was on the top of my mind. So
Corporate girly.
give me the top line points. Okay.
I honestly just got back into the swing of things this
Period,
week
poo.
because I had COVID, which was why our last episode was delayed so much, is that I was a very sleepy editor and I kept falling asleep while I was trying to like edit stuff because I'd be like edit and then I just doze off and then I'd wake up and then I'd have to like go back and find my place. So I was a sleepy little editor, but it was interesting because I worked one full week at my new job, and then the next full week I had COVID the entire week, and I was both positive and symptomatic the entire week. I wasn't even like, oh, it's still showing positive, but like
I feel better. Right.
I can wear a mask or whatever. No, I was like positive and like had a little runny nose for like 5 days, so all of the work days, because I got sick on Sunday, and then on Saturday I was like, well, now I feel better.
Now I feel great.
Great. And so that was my second full week of work, and then on Sunday I tested negative and
Woohoo.
got laid off
You
because
know what?
they overhired.
The highs and the lows of life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
High, free from COVID.
Yeah, tested
Low?
negative,
Free from your job.
free from my job.
So it's like, well,
Well,
yes.
actually. So that's fine, I guess. I'm on that LinkedIn.
LinkedIn grind.
I'm on
Hello. LinkedIn influencer right here.
Anyways,
Anyways,
if you're hiring, I'm super positive. I'm a hard worker. I'm a tough cookie.
I'll work through COVID.
I did when I had COVID. My job was like 50% in person and 50% work from home, and I did the work from home with COVID, and I did not feel good. My tummy hurt all the time, and I had a very bad fever.
Made it work though.
Get your booster shots, kids.
Yeah,
That shit's no joke. I felt bad.
I need to get another one. But anyways,
Yeah.
so how else was your week?
Well, I've been finishing off whenever I got laid off because they overhired on Sunday, he was like, you can work the rest of this week.
It's like, thank you.
It's like, thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Thanks.
that's literally all I've been doing.
Yeah.
Also, I was fully isolated for 7 days when I had COVID, and I kind of forgot what that 2020 isolation shit was. That was no good because I live by myself.
Yeah.
I was getting a little cuckoo crazy. I was getting a little.
She was going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I actually like fried my brain. I had YouTube running 24/7. My screen time was 13 hours every day. Because I needed voices in my home.
I hear the voices.
Sorry,
this is like the 2024 version of like the yellow wallpaper.
It
like,
was so yellow wallpaper, but it was just male YouTube commentators.
You're like, I need it. Let me guess. It was like, what, like Curtis Connor?
No, it wasn't any of like the heavy hitters. It was these like random Joe Schmoes who watch movies and watch like
okay.
Yeah, they literally
it was just some guys.
They're literally just like these two kind of like stoner guys who like watch Love Is Blind together and then like commentate on it.
And you're like, yeah, I need this.
And I was like,
I'm trying to get them out of the screen.
They're in the fucking walls.
They're in the screen and I need to get them out.
And I don't even like the episode, like the videos were good. They were like fine, but I was just like, it was more that I needed so much like constant stimulation that I couldn't even watch shows. I needed them to watch reality shows for me and just speed run it through me.
Exactly,
for me.
so that way you get all the content.
I ruined my brain for that week, and I'm glad I'm out of it. I played basketball with you and Parker last night, and I was like, oh god. Afterwards I was like, I had the zoomies for like a couple hours, and I was just like, why am I so euphoric? And it's like, oh, I got outside and I ran around for a little bit,
and I had exercise and I saw my friends in real life,
and it's like, oh, okay.
Well, yes.
Well, yes. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. COVID, got laid off.
I'm sorry. And this is literally welcome back 2020.
Working from home, laid off, COVID.
Yeah, this is welcome back 2020. That's so funny.
And you know what? I loved Charli's COVID album.
How I'm feeling now.
Yeah, love that album. And then
welcome back
2020. So yeah, that's the update on me. That's the update on moi.
Okay.
Working on getting my dopamine receptors recalibrated,
more evened out.
Yeah, I've seen so much like just weird advice on that. They're like, you should stare at a wall for 10 minutes and then your brain will want to do something productive.
I've also seen that, and honestly, it works.
You did it? You stared at a wall for 10 minutes?
No, literally, like, I didn't stare at a wall. I laid down on the floor, put my phone away.
Grounding.
I love being on the floor. Floor time.
Floor time.
So literally, like, I was on the ground, I was just, like, looking up, and I was like, and it felt good, because then you're, like, you're bored.
Yeah.
And then you also, like, the time goes by slower. So then, like, because I'll take breaks during work. Yeah. And usually I would just go on my phone, and it goes by so fast because you're, like, stimulated. Yeah. But then time goes by slower whenever, like, you're just staring at a wall, staring at the ceiling. Yeah. And then you're like, okay, cool. Like, you feel, like, more rested. Like, you feel like your brain can, like, do more stuff, which is, like, really nice.
That's probably, you know what, staring at a wall for, 10 minutes versus 13 hours of screen time. I bet one of those is better for you.
One might be better.
So yeah, I'm working on fixing that because I accidentally ruined myself.
Okay.
But not like in a way where I'm not like hireable.
No, she's totally hireable.
I'm so hireable. Did I mention I was a tough cookie? If
Write that down.
Counts for anything.
Jot that down.
The whole creative Adobe suite, I know it.
She knows it.
I know it. If you need anything edited, I can do it. If you need anything recorded, I can do it. I do social media.
Okay. And that's Katrina.
Ooh, did I mention I was a tough cookie? Is that anything? Yeah. Anyways. Okay. So that was how my week went.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That was really funny. Like, it's not, but it kind of was.
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't even feel like I'm down. I don't feel like I'm losing.
We up.
I didn't feel like I was until I said that. And now I'm like reflecting. I'm like, oh, wait a shit. Life could be better.
Hey, but it could be worse.
Oh, believe me, I know. Believe me, I know. I've seen the bottom. Yeah. It's made of rock.
It's made of rock. Well, my week. Glad you asked. Let's see. Last week, while you had COVID. Sorry, queen.
Yeah, it's fine.
Went to Blues on the Green, which I was very excited about. Because
hashtag thank you HEB.
Thank you HEB for saving Blues on the Green. Was really excited to go because I've not been, and then they were kind of cancel it, but then HEB brought it back because hello, here everything is better.
That's my HEB.
That's my HEB.
Also, Blues on the Green for non-Austinites is just a free concert at Zilker Park.
Mm-hmm. It used to be at the Arboretum, actually.
Oh, shit.
But then it got so big that they had to move
That's
to
my
Zilker.
neck of the woods.
That's your neck of the woods. My mom was like, they still do that at the Arboretum? I'm like, no, it's at Zilker, and they don't do it they used to do it every single Wednesday.
Whoa,
but now
crazy.
it's like twice too much. Now they just do it 2 days, and that's it.
Wow, that's cool.
But it was really fun. Local Austin musicians and stuff. One of the guys we were with knew the bass player of like one of the bands that was playing, so I was like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty fun. So into that. What else happened last week? Oh, I cat sat last week. Okay, and we'll get into this later on, but last week on Thursday, I saw Megan Thee Stallion at the Hot Girl Summer Tour. Mm-hmm. And oh baby, was that a good concert?
Yeah.
I had a great time. Fabulous concert. What was Friday? What did I do Friday?
I don't know. Girl, I was locked
up. I
didn't
do anything Friday. I didn't do anything Friday, actually.
Oh, and then you had your chill Saturday?
Saturday, my cousin and I worked on the house. We hung up paintings. You can't see them, but they look very nice.
Yes, her house looks lovely.
And then, we went to a wet t-shirt contest for dads.
Okay.
That was great. Mm-hmm. And then Sunday, chill day, went to the Central Library. Mm-hmm. I took the bus because I'm trying to use public transportation more because if there's one thing I know, all right? If you want something, if you want more of something, you have to use what you already have.
Right.
So I want more public transportation. So what does that mean? I gotta use the public transportation.
And if there's one thing about me and Laura, is that we do not and will not pay for parking.
I don't want to pay for parking.
It's so frustrating. I love Austin Central Library. The parking is so expensive.
If you're there for over an hour, it is like $18. It is ridiculous. You can only have 30 minutes free there. And then from 30 minutes to an hour, it's 9. And then from an hour to 2 hours, it's 18. And then it goes on from that. It's ridiculously expensive, which is so unfair because it's a library.
Yeah.
So the library itself is free, but to actually park there, even if you park on the street, it's still paid parking.
Yeah, and what is the point? Like, if I'm going to the library to use the resources, like, it's because it's free. If I'm going to work at the library and use it as a workspace like libraries are intended to, I can't afford $9.
I cannot afford that.
That's more than a cup of coffee. Like, that's
crazy.
That's
for 1 hour. That's for 1 hour.
If I went to a coffee shop and spent like $6 and then $7 with tip or something, mm-hmm. I could be there all day.
Yeah.
For free, basically.
And that's like, and it's just, and even if you parked on the street, if you're there from like 8 to 6,
yeah,
that's like probably like $9-ish, $10-ish, $15-ish as well. Like it's ridiculous.
How much does the bus cost?
$125 a ride.
Oh, that's not.
And also
that's not
they cap it. So like if you ride the bus more than 2 times in one day, mm-hmm. you only pay for 2 rides. So you could take a bus the bus.
You take it like 3 times.
3-4 times.
2. Okay.
But you'll only pay like capped $250 a day.
That's wonderful.
Which is pretty nice.
That's very fair.
And that's like for like the local one. So if you go on the Metro Rail, it's different. But like for the most part, it's very affordable. But then I will say, my app wasn't like I had money in my account and I was scanning my QR code and it wasn't working. And then the bus drivers were like,
"Just get on."
They're like, "I'm going that way anyway." I'm like.
Yes, you are.
I'm like, perfect. So I got to ride for free both times because it wasn't working. And I tried. Honest to God, I tried both of them, and they're like, just get on.
Yeah. You would never try to rip off the Metro bus.
No, because I want more Metro buses. I want more public transportation.
Yeah.
So I was using it. So it was a great day for me. Mm-hmm. And then this week, Monday, went swimming at Barton. Tuesday, girls basketball. And I will say, I'm getting so much better at basketball. I haven't played in a really long time.
Getting really good.
And I had a great time on Tuesday, and it's like really nice to literally. I was like, wow, I love playing sports because like whenever you can like see yourself physically get better at like a skill. Like,
it feels so good.
It feels so, and I literally was like, wow, like this was always so good for like your self-esteem because like you're getting better at something, you're working out, you're with people, you're having fun, and like you can like see yourself get better like physically. Not physically like your body, but like physically like you are like...
You're seeing immediate results of your hard work.
Exactly. And it's like, wow. It's so nice.
Organized sports, team sports, and summer camp. I gotta figure out how to get that back into my life. I think it's what I was meant for.
Yeah.
I think my brain... And it's like, it's not that crazy of a notion, because I was hardwired since I was like...
Yeah, like, we've been in
small child.
For, like, ever.
Yeah, it's like, I need it! I fucking need it! Get me back into summer camp, and I need to be on a team of some sort so bad, and I need to get better at a sport. As much fun as I'm having, like, trying a little bit of this, doing a little bit of run club, like a random, like, tennis date with my boyfriend, like, I need to lock in on, like, beach volleyball or something.
I need us to make a team. I need us to make a team because I love sand volleyball. I love playing sand volleyball. We should
just join a sand volleyball team.
We should just make a league. We should just join a league, not make a league.
I mean, we could league of our own. Anyways.
And I have my beach volleyball upstairs.
Let's do it.
But anyways, so basketball yesterday and then basketball Tuesday. And I've been doing weights. I just feel really good. I'm just really happy.
I've stopped breathing hard whenever I walk too much because of my COVID week off. So I'm also up. Like I said. We up. I feel good too.
We've been having different weeks.
Yeah.
So that's what we've been up to. So now let's get to, like, the real meat
and potatoes
of the episode.
Let's be so fucking serious and so fucking for real right now. It's a BRAT summer and I need to talk about it.
All right. But first, listen up. Mm-hmm. If for some godforsaken reason you haven't listened to BRAT all the way through, stop this episode right now.
Pause.
Stop this madness and go do yourself a favor and listen to BRAT, specifically BRAT. And it's the same, but there's 3 more songs, so it's not, because that's the deluxe extended version.
Yeah.
But you need to listen to that. Don't shuffle it. Don't skip anything.
Yeah.
Just sit down, put your headphones on, and get ready to be transported to a world that is unlike anything you know.
Be ready to be transported to a club where everyone's being so for real.
Everything's so hot, so for real, so sweaty, so messy.
So honest.
So authentic.
So punchy. Yeah.
And gritty. But sincere and loving as always.
Yeah.
It's a BRAT girl summer.
Oh my god, it's such a BRAT girl summer. Has anyone ever said it? Has someone
said it? It's a BRAT girl summer.
Oh my god.
Literally, the day that BRAT came out, I was thrift shopping, and I was looking for a shirt for the Megan Thee Stallion concert.
I was thinking about this.
And I got this green shirt. I got a BRAT green shirt without even, like, thinking about it, because honestly I didn't know that BRAT was that shade, because on my phone it's black and white. So whenever I saw that it was green, I was like, oh no, literally
well, yes.
No, whenever the cashier was checking me out, she was like, oh, is this like, are you going to like a BRAT listening party? And I was like, oh no, this is for Megan next week. And then in my head I was like, I don't get why she asked that.
Because you got that grayscale, because you're not trying to be like me on that 13-hour grind.
Girl, I'm be honest, I downloaded TikTok for Do It For the Bit. And
did you get sucked into like a niche?
It's bad. Well,
luckily, okay, for my job that I just got laid off from, I had to get TikTok to run their TikTok account, and I was trying to spend time on it to give more engagement, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm only getting cop videos. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It is just cops arresting people.
Are you watching them all the way through?
I watched one.
And they're like, you want this? You want this?
It's because I just downloaded the app. It was fresh. It was just a fresh little app. It didn't know anything about you. The first thing I hear a lot of people, the first thing they get is like some girl dancing and with her yayas bouncing. Yeah. That's what a lot of people get. And then they end up stuck with that and they're like, please, this isn't me. I'm better than this. But then the first thing it showed me was like a cop video.
Interesting.
And I watched all the way through because I just downloaded the app.
And they were like, you want more. You like this. You like this so much.
And the account is for like kids. It's for a kids like
summer camp
program. And the algorithm is just cops. And I'm like, I don't know how to fix this. I don't know. I started looking up stuff like manually, like Legos, Mr. Beast, Minecraft, trying to like get it like down to kids. It won't give me any of it. It just keeps giving me cop videos. And I'm like, stop. I don't want to watch cops shooting at people. Anyways, Don't fuck with TikTok.
I don't like TikTok. I will say,
like every other post is someone selling me something from the TikTok shop.
I will say, I hate when I'm just like on TikTok and they're like, sorry, like whenever they're selling things and they're like, it's cheaper now. It's like, I don't care. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
I don't want this. I don't want this electric razor.
Yeah.
It's the electric razor that I keep getting, and African nut sponges. Those two things are
I'm trying.
No, those two, and they're like, people are literally like, are your armpits disgusting and like discolored? Then you need to get this like lemon turmeric soap. And it's literally like that, like for every other one. And then also, I don't know how, but I keep getting pushed eating disorder content.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
That happens to a lot of people. And it's like, how are people not picking up on this?
It's literally pictures of like like a piece of bread with like peanut butter and like banana, but like really, really small portions.
Yeah.
And it's like those ones where it's like a carousel.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, you can do it. It's hard, but you can do it. It's you're stronger than like this. It's like, and it's not just one or two. Like, there have been so many times where like I've been like pushed eating disorder content. It's ridiculous.
That is so insane.
Or this one girl.
Arguably, I think that's worse than the cop POVs I keep getting.
Because it's like psychological.
Because sometimes it's like the person's drunk and it's a little bit funny. Like, maybe I'll watch like half of it.
I'm like,
I try to skip.
But it's like people are actively pushing like crazy eating disorders. And then there's this one girl, her name's King Krabby Patty.
Okay.
And she literally,
not to be confused with our queen Lean Beef Patty.
Love Lean Beef Patty.
Lean Beef Patty.
She's all about getting strong. She's about eating good, getting
and she's
fit.
Funny.
She's funny.
Like her.
King Krabby Patty.
Yeah.
Will literally be on walks and she'll be like, yeah, like I'm like, I don't want to fucking be like on a fucking walk right now, but like I know I'm gonna hate myself if I look like a whale this summer, so I don't want to be fucking fat, so I'm just gonna go on this walk. She's like, oink oink oink. It's literally like just the most,
obviously it's like a character for attention, but it's such an evil character.
But the thing is, you go to the comments and everyone's like, you're motivating me so much. You're so real. Like, this is so motivating. Like, you're so right. It's absolutely horrifying. It's horrifying.
Hate that a lot, queen.
Anyways.
I hear a lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people who have eating disorders have complained that, like, that they're getting eating disorder content, or they'll get people who are raw vegans,
which is like basically like it's an
eating disorder where it's like
orthorexia.
Yeah, where they're just obsessed and they just only eat fruit
and it's
for a whole day, and it's like
that's not good for you either.
Girl, I know you haven't had a solid shit in years. Like you've burned your asshole off.
It's a wild place and I don't like it.
Yeah,
everyone's trying to tell you something.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing is because I've never had TikTok and I didn't have TikTok before.
We didn't have TikTok before
shop existed, because that's kind of relatively new. Like, my eye is trained. If I see the TikTok shop thing in the corner and I skip it so fast, so I don't even know what people are selling me because I just try and go.
I'm like, I don't want to watch this. Don't.
Luckily, I think it's actually nice that the two of us didn't have it until very recently, because our
frontal lobes are basically fully developed now.
Yeah, I'm not addicted to it. I think it's a pretty bullshit app. Everyone's just trying to sell stuff to me, and the algorithm's not very good at figuring out what I like.
I am just on it because it's like Instagram Reels.
I'm just on it. I was on it for work, but now I can be on it do it for the bit.
Woo!
I can switch to that.
It is nice because I'll see like Ishwar or Joshua stuff and I'm like, oh, friends. And then I get happy.
Hey guys. Which is what social media was ever
That's what it's supposed to be about.
That's all it was ever supposed to be. I don't mind Instagram Reels. I love Instagram Reels.
Because that's the curated stuff.
It's curated, and almost most of the stuff I see, no one's selling me anything. Yeah. They might be selling me a lifestyle.
Yeah. Or they're like, oh, or this isn't my like to know it. It's like, okay, at least it's linked, but it's not like, here's this product, you need this product, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, like I'm using this, if you want to see it, it's in my link. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it is more curated. It's not as like Wild West. It's a little more, it's like gentrified a little bit.
Got that little gentrified
it's a little bit like, it's yeah. So I don't like TikTok, which is good. I didn't need to like any more social media. I don't have Twitter. I don't never had Twitter. I had Twitter for like 5 days in 7th grade, and I tweeted at Niall Horn, and he never responded. I was like, you know what? Because I'm so ashamed of this, I'm gonna delete Twitter forever. And then I don't people are like, you would love it. It's like, I don't think I would. I think like the top tweets are funny. Like whenever like it's like already curated and on Instagram, I'm like, yeah, I think that's kind of funny.
I like when other people do the hunting and gathering for me.
Exactly.
And they screenshot the tweet. Yeah.
I'm like the king here.
I'm not gonna go out there and go through people's random stupid thoughts to find a little laugh. No.
I think if I was like, if to quote like girls, if I was Lena Dunham, whenever she's like only the adventurous or whatever, it like if I was a millennial in like 2011 when Twitter was in its heyday, absolutely, I would eat on that. But as a 24-year-old in 2024, I'm good. I don't need to see sentences. And also it's like there's Nazis on that. It's so like there's so many like it's got bad people on there. It's gotten really loose and weird. Yeah. So I don't mess with that. Wait, we need to get back on the subject. Oh. It's BRAT Summer. Oh my god, is it? Oh my god, yes. Yes, it's a BRAT Summer. It's a BRAT. Oh, wait, that's what we were we talking about? I was like my phone is in black and white. That's why I didn't know BRAT was green, and then I didn't know the shirt. Oh, yeah. So anyway, she was like, "Are you going to go to
a BRAT listening party?" And I was like, "No, I'm going to go see Megan."
And then I found out that BRAT was that bright green, and it's literally the same green. It's perfect. And anyway, yeah, BRAT is a perfect album, top to bottom. Love it. Yeah. Who doesn't like BRAT?
Do you want to go?
Tread carefully.
Also, if you haven't listened to the album, first of all, once again, pause, go listen to it. But if you don't know, it's important that you know a little bit about Charli's life and who her like social circle is. It's not super complicated, but it's like, for some of the songs, it does help if you have context, you know, because there is one that's dedicated to a producer friend who passed away. Yeah. And then there's like another one that is about Taylor Swift, and you need to know how and why she even like knows about hanging out with Taylor Swift.
And then there's one about Lorde, which
one about Lorde.
As we are filming this episode right now, it is Girls So Confusing featuring Lorde Eve to everyone who celebrates.
Yes.
Which is us.
Leave out some bright green cookies.
Leave out some bright green cookies.
For Lorde and Charli to snack on tonight, because
it is Girls So Confusing featuring Lorde Eve.
They're about to drop the remix. They're about to work it out on the remix.
Which, so exciting.
So exciting.
That's gonna be great. That's gonna be great.
That's gonna be so much fun. Can't wait for that. I already heard a snippet, and I'm like, I forget how much I love. It's not so that I just like Lorde's songs. I love her voice.
It's a very unique voice.
It's a unique, calming, she's like fun voice.
Kind of talking, but it's like real. Dude, I was listening to Perfect Places by Lorde today, and that one line whenever she's like, I'm 19 and I'm on fire. I was listening to it and I was like, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, that was 5 years ago.
Is Lorde the same age as us?
No, she's like 28, 27. She's older than us.
Okay.
Not by much, but like she's like 3 or 4 years older than us, I think.
Okay.
Because I think whenever Royals came out, she was like 16, and I think we were like 13.
Yeah. Something like that.
Like 27-ish.
Yeah. Anyways.
But like that took my breath away. I was like, oh, 19, 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's kind of insane.
But that song has been with us for 7 years.
Yeah.
Oh. The passage of time. Beautiful yet terrifying.
So upsetting.
Are we going to go through song by song?
Just real quick. Let's run through them. Do you want to give them a rating? I feel like I know the songs well enough to give them a number rating.
Out of 10 or 5?
Let's do 10.
Okay.
360.
10.
For me, I didn't like it at first. I thought it was a little slow and it was a little Now, I give it a solid 8.5 out of 10.
I like that song a lot.
Yeah.
It's one of the songs of the summer.
Yeah. Club Classics, that's a 10. That is a 10. When Club Classics came out as a single, it was the only song I listened to every single day. Like, if I got in the car, I put on Club Classics. And it's interesting, a lot of people did not hear, I don't know if the rollout was weird for that single. A lot of people didn't hear it.
Because they heard, because it was 2 singles at once.
Yeah.
It was Club Classics and back to back.
Yeah, and then Von Dutch, everyone latched onto that as the single.
Because that was the first one.
Yeah, and it had a music video. I feel like Club Classics got ignored as a single, but now that the album's out, it's like almost like it's a lot of people's favorite song, and I think that's just very interesting that it didn't get a lot of attention as a single.
I give it a 9.
Club Classics, that's a 10 for me.
I think it's good. It's not my favorite. I think it's good. I like it a lot, and I'll dance to it.
Just so good. And that
there's other things that are higher.
Club Classics is produced by George, her fiance, who is the producer and drummer for the 1975, which is important to know for the next song called Sympathy is a Knife.
8.5.
Sympathy is a Knife, I give it an 8.5. Sympathy is a Knife is about Taylor Swift, but it's not like taking a dig at Taylor Swift. It's not a beef song.
No, it's just
it's literally like being around someone this like powerful and popular like makes me feel like shit about myself, because I think they're the exact same age, or maybe she's a little bit, Charli's a little bit younger.
I think Charli's like 31 and she's like 33.
34 or something.
34.
Charli opened for Taylor Swift
on the Reputation tour.
Yeah. So it's very interesting. I would also feel really bad about myself if I had opened for someone and we had about the same length career-wise, like been around in the game for the same amount of time, and just being around someone who did it, being around Taylor, who's done it the best.
Yeah, who's like,
you know, record-breaking constantly and is like the most powerful pop woman ever.
Basically.
Probably. Yeah. So, Sympathy is a Knife is not, like...
It's not a dig. It's just, like, she's like, it can be tough sometimes.
It can be really tough sometimes to be around this person. And she was around this person because Taylor Swift was dating Matty Healy. George, the drummer of 1975, Matty Healy, lead singer of the 1975. There was an overlap there where they were hanging out or were, like, backstage together. And Charli literally has a line. She's like, ugh, I don't want to see her backstage at my boyfriend's shows. I want to buy a gun. I want to shoot myself.
She's like, what if I just bought a gun?
And I think that, you know, obviously, if someone said in a song, you make me want to buy a gun and shoot myself, I would feel a little hurt by that, or a little, I don't know, defensive about that if I was a world famous pop star.
Yeah.
And so Taylor's been kind of
petty.
She's been petty and weird.
But if y'all don't know, she re-released a version of the Tortured Poets Department, specifically in the UK.
Right when BRAT dropped.
Right whenever BRAT was supposed to reach number 1 in the UK.
Oh, yeah.
And she released another crazy version of the same boring album. Guys, it's boring. If you like it, girl, please, I'm sorry. Go listen to BRAT instead.
Yeah. Stream BRAT.
She dropped this right as, like, BRAT was supposed to reach number 1. And then
Specifically in the UK.
Specifically in the UK. That's the thing. Because she was gonna get number 1 in the UK.
She probably was never gonna get number 1 in the US just because she's from the UK, so her audience is bigger in the UK. She was going to get number 1, and
then she did not, because Taylor had to just drop another version of the Torture Poets Department.
And what's frustrating is
she's a big Taylor's like always like, I'm for women.
I love my girl squad,
and I'm for women in the industry, and like. Yeah. But it's kind of hard to say that you're so feminist and pro-women when you are actively, like...
sniping other women.
Specifically, like, Billie Eilish and Charli XCX, who are younger artists, who are, like... Not younger, but they have, like, smaller audiences.
Yeah.
Like, not even small by any means, but smaller than Taylor.
Yeah.
And for her to be like, no, like, I want to just keep breaking records, and I want the numbers... when, like, you already have all the numbers.
Well, it's also just wasteful from, like, an environmental standpoint.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of older Taylor Swift fans, and, like, also people's, like, mom and daughter. Like, I've seen people talk about how their mom was so upset because she didn't understand this massive, weird release thing and didn't understand that there were so many versions. And she bought the physical vinyl, or she bought a physical CD, and it didn't have all the songs on it.
Yeah.
And she was like, why isn't my favorite song on here?
Yeah.
And, like, it's, like, so...
It's so confusing, because it's like you have to keep buying the new releases, the new vinyls.
Wasteful.
Yeah.
Physically wasteful.
You should just make your regular album, make your deluxe album, call it a day.
I would even argue that the deluxe thing is annoying. I think...
Yeah. It's not my favorite.
I understand.
But, like, I get it.
I understand why they do it. It's like, that's like a smart business thing to do. Mm-hmm. At most, regular and deluxe.
Call it a day.
And on the deluxe, I would prefer if you went ahead and just waited until you got all those other artists who want to do remixes and stuff with you, and just like make it like a special, like full deluxe thing.
Instead of just we're like dropping and dropping and dropping. It's like, that's no fun. And like,
it's not fun anymore.
You dropped this April 19th. It is June.
It's June, and you're still releasing
versions of it. Like, move on.
And no offense, it looks like, I know it's business. It's not like whatever. I shouldn't read into how this is about your character, but I'm sorry, it comes off so desperate. Mm-hmm. It's annoying.
It comes off very like, and it's like, yeah, very like, it's about me. Like, I have to break the records. I want to do this. It's like, stop. Just stop releasing it.
It's so icky. Like, and some of the other ways that she's done unique album rollouts and drops have been like interesting and fun to be a part of. Like the way she did Midnights, she released Midnights, and then everyone complained about Lana barely being on a song.
Yeah.
So she re-recorded it with more Lana.
Right.
Released it and just called it Snow on the Beach with
featuring more Lana.
That's funny, and it's like, oh, we asked as consumers for something, and you made it happen. That's cool. That's fun. Mm-hmm. But this, and why is she doing it for? Everyone says it's her worst album. Why is she doing all this for her worst album?
It is such a bad album.
I understand the like. No, I actually don't understand. It's so bad. Like,
it's not a good album.
It's so long, and there's not a single good song.
Like, I like Fortnite. I think I'm like, okay, I can get behind Fortnite.
I like it as if it's like a 5.5 out of 10. Like,
yeah, no, like of the album,
we are barely passing.
I like Fortnite, and I like So High School, and that's it. Which is shocking to me because I love Florence and the Machine. I am one of her biggest fans.
Yeah,
and that was a really bad song.
Wait, which one? Florida?
Yeah,
there was no like.
It was not really memorable.
It was not catchy.
It was,
lyrics were like whatever.
The whole album was like a whatever. Like, it's like, I don't.
And Taylor, like,
everything sounded the same. Nothing was sonically new or different. It was truly the same note throughout the entire thing.
I wonder if something happened where Jack Antonoff was like, I don't know if he was paid some big bonus up front for this album and he just like didn't put any creative work into it. The producing is some of the worst.
It was bad.
Ugh.
Honestly, because we saw the Eras tour last year.
Yeah.
And whenever I saw that she was adding in like the Torture Pose department, I honestly was like, I'm really glad I don't have to watch that.
I don't have to sit through that.
Like, I'm really glad that I didn't see it.
That's how bad that
like who's afraid of little old me? You should be. Girl, okay.
Cringe.
You know what that's giving? That's giving that one like byline in that book that's like, once upon a villain.
Once upon a nightmare.
Like, okay.
Shut up.
Be
so serious. You are too old for this shit.
And the thing that really frustrates me about all of this is that like people who are really big Taylor Swift fans, like, I'm a Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah.
I like her music, but like
not also to the point of beyond criticism.
Like, I hate when people like defend their musician or their like favorite person to the point where like you can't even criticize them. You can be like, I didn't like this album. I thought it was boring. I thought everything sounded the same, and I thought it wasn't anything unique, and it was too long.
Yeah.
Amid other things. And then people will be like, well, it was actually like my favorite album. Like, it was my favorite album. So like, why are you saying that? It's like, we can have different opinions, and I can also criticize people.
It's
giving like you're insecure.
The same people who comment on recipe videos.
But what about me? Whenever it's a peanut sauce recipe and someone says, I'm allergic to peanuts, what do?
Don't make it and don't comment, you bitch.
This isn't for you. It's like, It's like not everything is about you. Not everything is about that is something that is plaguing our society.
Social media, it's not the body dysmorphia, it's not the anger and the echo chambers
and the rage baits.
The biggest issue about social media is the what about me commenters.
Besties, if you have ever commented what about me, I'm so sorry for you. Or, like, what is going on?
Literally,
I need you to
turn the phone off.
I need you to go touch grass, and I need you to realize that things can be different for you.
You don't even have to like turn your phone off. If you want to be on it, go on YouTube, watch a video.
Go on YouTube. Why don't you watch like a I don't know. I don't know.
Text your friend.
You could literally call up your bestie.
Yeah, use that phone
you
for
could DM
anything else.
You could DM us and be like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" Idea. We would love to hear it.
Yeah.
If you're getting frustrated on Instagram because of things, literally just DM us, okay? One of us is probably on it, okay?
Like, if you're on a recipe video and it's for bean soup and you say, "What do I do? I don't like beans." Pause.
Take a deep breath.
Remember, no one's forcing you to do anything.
You don't have to make bean soup.
If someone says, "I didn't like this Taylor Swift album, I thought it all sounded the same," that's okay.
You can, guess what? We can all have different opinions.
Just be like, don't get in there and be like, well, actually, like, I went through a breakup and this, like, saved me from killing myself. It's like, that's an intense thing to say. Why don't you just keep that to yourself and calm down?
I'm glad that, like, this album was here for you.
So glad you're still with us.
So glad. However, be quiet.
Be quiet.
People can disagree. And you don't have... And the thing is, even if you don't like something, you don't have to go up to bat just because it's your person.
Yeah.
You don't have to defend them to, like, the death. It is okay to let people criticize, and you don't have... You can sit back. Coach does not have to put you in, okay? Take a break and put your mental health first.
Also, be honest with yourself.
So for real.
Be so for real. I find it hard to believe anyone likes that album. I have yet to actually meet anyone in person, and I feel like we're friends with people who like Taylor Swift, and not a peep from any of them.
Everyone's it's been pretty silent.
Also, that is a crazy bad ratio. How many songs was it? Like 31? First of all, there's
too many songs.
There's
too many damn songs.
And there's been, I think, now 34 versions of that album released. That's insane.
I don't want to hear it.
That's insane. That's greedy. That's desperate. And that's weird. Anyways.
We're moving back on to Brat.
We're getting back onto Brat.
Because it's a Brat Girl Summer.
It's a Brat Girl Summer. All right. I might say something stupid. I give that one a 6. I give that one a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I like how real it is, but I don't want to listen to it because I'm like, oh, too real.
She's vulnerable, which love, but yeah, 7. It's not for me right now.
Yeah, Talk, that's a 10.
9.
That's a 10 pop song. I love it. It's so cute and such a specific situation. I'm like, oh, that's really relatable.
I just wish you would talk to me.
I wish you did talk to me. Because I want to know what's going on. I feel like your friends know something that I don't. I just need to talk to you, like, right now.
I like whenever it's, like, Donald Trump tweets, and it's, like, and it's, like, people just, like, it'll be, like, Donald Trump, right? And then it'll be, like, I wish you talked. Whenever they put Charli, like, XCX lyrics on, like, a Donald Trump tweet, I'm like, it's a banger every time.
Von Dutch.
10.
It's a 10. It's a pop classic.
It's perfect. It's a club classic. It's a pop classic. It's a 10.
Do you like Von Dutch, the original, or do you like the remix more?
The thing is, why are we pitting two bad bitches against each other?
I'm sorry. Never mind. They're very different sounding.
Exactly. Like, it's not
2 different songs.
It's not like it's just like one lyric change. Like, she was in it. Like, it's a different song completely. They're both perfect.
Also, it's interesting.
It's
interesting. The song Von Dutch, I actually don't know who it's about. And whenever it came out as a single, I thought it was just kind of like this very
I thought it was just
general, fun. Like, oh, you're jealous of me
because I'm Von Dutch.
But then, after hearing the rest of the album in context, I'm like, oh, this is actually specifically about someone.
I don't know who it is.
And then if you look at the lyrics, it makes, like, little jokes like, you would be no one if it weren't for your, like, little TikTok dances. It doesn't say TikTok, but it, like, references someone who does little TikTok dances. I have
not really listened to the lyrics, so I don't really know.
Well, I didn't either until I started looking at the whenever the full album came out, and I was like, wait, Von Dutch is probably actually about someone. For real. And then, which made it even funnier, that she did a remix with
Addison
Rae, who is a TikTok star. So she's being kind of ironic, kind of cheeky, and, like, picking, like, she's like, this is actually the only bad bitch who came from TikTok. You're nothing. That's very funny. I think it's very funny. I think it's very interesting. But I don't know what it's about. The only person I think it could be about, funny enough, is actually Charli D'Amelio.
Yeah, because that's, like, the only other, like, TikTok star.
That's the only TikTok star. And she accidentally had, like, this weird, goofy beef with Charli, because when Charli's, like, really good friend and fellow, like, producer passed away, Sophie.
Right.
Everyone was reaching out to Charli because Charli was, like, devastated about it. And the top hashtag was, "We're here for you, Charli."
Right.
And Charli D'Amelio responded. She was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you guys.
Right.
Love y'all." And everyone's like, "No, you dumb bitch. This is
it's not about you.
It's not about you." Which is just crazy, because if you were trending #1 on Twitter, you'd think you would, like...
You would know why.
And it's like, were you just having, like, a bad day at the same time? But it's like, why would you look at any of the tweets and clearly see it's about Sophie? Anyways, that's the only TikTok public thing, but, like, I don't think Charli XCX would actually beef with... Because Charli D'Amelio is, like, a child.
She's a child. There's, like, no comparison.
And she's so, like... If this person is, like, so, like, simple and, like, young that she did not understand this hashtag... I don't think it's worth starting a beef with, because it's like...
I don't think so.
I don't think it's Charli D'Amelio, who made a very, very embarrassing public mistake.
Right.
So it's gotta be someone else, but I don't know who. And there's also, like, a line where she says that you sleep with, like, celebrities and stuff to try and, like, be famous and get clout, which is also not Charli D'Amelio.
No.
So, I don't know who it is.
Me neither.
Moving on. Everything is Romantic.
Love it. 10 out of 10. That's a perfect song.
That's a really funny song. 4 generations make up a family.
Whenever she's like, lemons on the trees and on the ground, I'm like, yes, lemons are on the trees and on the ground.
She's naming
sandals and the stirrups on the scooter. Oh!
Whenever she, like, after she lists something random, I just say, well, yes.
Well, yes. I love that
Jesus
song.
Christ on a plastic sign.
It's, like, so true. Like, Jesus Christ on a plastic sign, that is romantic.
4 generations make up a family? Okay. That doesn't even rhyme with what you're talking about, and yes.
Winding down the streets of Manual Drive. Mm-hmm. And then, literally, whenever it's just, like, like, the outro, it's like, yeah, everything is romantic.
So romantic.
I love that. That song is perfect. I love that song.
I give it like an 8.
Whoa.
8.5 actually.
Oh.
I like the little that
is a 10 out of 10 song. That song is
a really
perfect.
Funny song.
It is a perfect song. Whenever she's like, we can see Capri,
and
we can see Pompeii. It's a perfect song. I love that song.
I also think it's really sweet because I feel like it's about, like, George and she's
just
like,
like they're on vacation together.
Everything's so romantic.
Look at us, lemons on the trees and on the ground.
Okay, rewind.
9.
I think that's like a solid 9.8.
Like, it's good.
And
the thing is, it's so real.
Yeah.
And I also just like the way her voice sounds whenever she's like, I think it would be cool if we could rewind. I like the way she's, like, hits it so clearly, every single consonant. Love.
Yeah.
And it's so real because
Very
it's like, yeah, like, growing up is hard, and, like, it would be so much nicer to, like,
yeah,
it wouldn't be so much nicer, but it would be nice sometimes to go back.
There's some elements that I wish I could rewind. Mm-hmm. Organized sports,
camp.
Summer camp. That's really all I need to rewind on.
Yeah.
I would like to be as hot and, like, as I am now.
Exactly.
With the knowledge I have now. With the organized sports and summer camp and freedom of being in high school.
If I rewound in high school, I would not be so uptight about movies at Halloween parties. And I would not be so uptight. If I rewound now with the knowledge that I know, it's like I would actually be able to flirt with people. That's like the only thing. That's like the only thing.
Oh, yeah. So
that one, beautiful, sad. Yeah. I don't want to listen to it because it's
so sad.
So sad.
As tribute songs go, I give it a 9 or like a 9.5 out of 10.
I agree.
Not so much because I want to listen to it because it is very sad. And when Sophie died, if you haven't ever listened to any of Sophie's music, she's like incredible. Like you may not get it for a second because it's very weird for just a second.
But like trust.
And then once your brain is like, oh, I see what we're doing here. I get it now.
Right.
So beautiful, so stunning. It's like, I did not know electronic music could make me cry. Like, that's how good her stuff is. I discovered Sophie, I kid you not, like 2 weeks before she died.
Right.
And I felt like guilty because I was like, did I do this? I was like, am I in the Matrix? And only because I recognized someone, they like passed away. I was like, no, that's a weird intrusive thought. That is not real.
That's a weird thing to think.
But I was like, I feel guilty over Sophie's death. I shouldn't have. Anyways, so that's a little fun fact about me. But Sophie's music, incredible.
Yeah, that one. But yeah, I don't want to listen to it. Very sad.
And it had tribute being about like not trying to play up like, I don't know, you're so wonderful, you're so great, all this stuff.
Like the line whenever she's like, you're a hero and a human.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. And then also just the acknowledging like, oh God, like I feel so shitty. I could have been a way better friend. And it's like, that's such a raw thing to put in the best pop album of 2024. Holy shit. Like what a, like, I don't know. Charli is such an interesting character because she just, whenever she see interviews of her, people will say like, what are you listening to right now? What's your favorite song right now? And she, a lot of the time, says her own music.
And I love that because it's like so real, I feel like.
It never comes off as conceited. It's really...
She seems like a very, very genuine and real person and like down to earth.
And she's even, someone asked her like, are you like a bitch? And she's like, no, I'm not a bitch, but like I can be bitchy and stuff. Like I don't know, something about being honest. She comes off being down to earth by being full of herself
and like being full of herself, but not like in a conceited way, but in like a,
it doesn't come off conceited.
She's like, I know who I am, I'm confident in who I am, and I will say that.
So this delicate balance of talking about her own feelings about Sophie's death and not just a full tribute to Sophie, but talking about like her guilt and her problems. I don't know, it came off more real and it came off like an actual like real way someone would grieve. Because when someone grieves, it's not just, oh, this person was perfect, this person was wonderful.
Right.
It's everything.
You think of like yeah.
Yeah, it's impossible to just, whenever a tribute song is just about how wonderful and great this person was, it sometimes comes off as disingenuous. And I don't know, so I think in that way, it's a really great tribute song that actually expresses her grief.
Yeah.
Anyways. Girl So Confusing.
10.
That's a 10.
Girl.
That is a funny song.
My favorite line in that is whenever she's like, you say we should go out, so we go eat at a restaurant, and it's a bit awkward because we don't have much in common. I'm like, I just like how she's just like, it's basically something that she just wrote down. Like it's like a diary entry, and she's like, I'm gonna sing about it now. And I like how it doesn't rhyme. I like how it kind of is just like a sentence, like, here's what happened.
Yeah.
But put to like some of the best songs that you've ever heard. It's like so fun.
Well, it's so fun, and it's also, once again, this is not, it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm writing a song about someone else, so it gets a bunch of press, and like people like have discussions and debates, and there's like discourse if we have beef and all this stuff. That is not how it comes off at all. It comes off as such a real feeling whenever you're around a person where you can't tell if they actually like you.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't know.
And who's out there writing? There's such a large like span of like human experiences and feelings, and pop songs, like, I feel like only cover like,
they cover love.
They cover love, parties, going to the club. That's about it.
And she's
breakups.
And she's talking about like the most like where you just feel like someone might be playing mind games with you and you don't know.
And you're like a little jealous of them, but you can't tell if it's like if you're actually jealous of them because they're so different from you.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, is it just me? But is it you? But maybe we're supposed to be best friends and like we just can't.
We can't figure it out.
And it's just like that weird, whenever you just meet someone, you just can't catch a vibe.
Yeah.
Who's
writing bangers about that?
Charli.
And I don't want to bring other girls down but like that's why it's so hard for me to get into like Dua Lipa's music. It's just like, what is this? This is just so broad.
It's so and it's manufactured to be liked by everyone. So it comes off very lukewarm and very like disingenuous because it's like you're marketing to like everyone, so you're marketing to like no one.
Yeah, where's the human factor?
Mm-hmm. It's like you are basically a supermodel making like music that like
while you're on holiday
and
you've had a boyfriend before.
It's just like it feels very like you're the all the beats are perfect, all the songs are so like it's sing-songy. It doesn't feel like you sat there and you wrote it and you thought about something and you're like, let me just write it down.
It's got a filter on it.
Yeah, it's been looked by many people to be as catchy as possible.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
it's whatever. Boring. It falls through my hands. It's nothing.
I'm bored.
This proves that you can take a very specific situation, a very specific human emotion, and make a banger and be real and be honest.
And make people be like, I feel that way too.
I'm not friends with Lorde, but I know someone where I'm like, you know, you're so different from me, and I can't tell if that's making me jealous of you, or if I just can't figure out if I want to be friends with you, or if you don't like me because I'm super different.
Or do I want to be you?
Yeah,
or,
what is this?
Like, what is this?
Oh, so
10 out of 10.
So smart. Charli, you genius. Apple.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Oh my god, I'm such an Apple stan. Oh my, me whenever I get the first iPhone.
Me when I go to the fruit market. Ooh, Apple. Me when I'm Eve in the garden.
Oh, I'm such an Apple stan. Me when I'm bald and wearing a black turtleneck. Ooh, I love Apple.
Ooh, me when I'm in the club and I see Charli with the jeans. Ooh, Apple. Beautiful song, literally so sonically interesting.
Yeah.
The beat is so fun.
It's so fun. It's
so
a great
catchy. Song. It's catchy. And it's a great commentary.
Yeah. Once again, it's a pop song about like being frustrated that you're related to your family.
It's awesome.
That's so fucking real. And also, I recently found out that Charli is half white, half Indian, and I was like. And she has a song about family and being frustrated with them and wanting to just drive to the airport and fly away from them.
What?
Girl, Charli.
Hashtag representation.
You know what? Representation does matter.
It matters.
And it's in the form of Apple, okay? I love this song. And Apple is also, there are 2 songs that are produced by George Daniels of the 1975, her fiance. It was Club Classics and Apple, and funny enough, those were my 2 favorite songs. So, flowers to George. Obviously, Charli's, like, writing is stellar. Her voice is amazing. But I just want to say, like, because I used to be such a big 1975 fan. I think a lot of the reason I was because
George was the producer.
He put some sort of addictive little something, he cooks something in there, and it's like he knows how to tickle a brain.
Yeah.
Because Apple, I've been listening to it over. It's the only song I play in my car. Oh, it's so good. That's my favorite song on the album. I love Apple. I heart Apple. Hashtag Brat.
Hashtag Brat.
Yeah.
Okay.
B2B.
I like that one. I would say it's like 8.5.
That is a solid 5 for me. I don't like that song.
I think it's fun. I like it. I like the beat of it. I like whenever she goes back to back to back to back to back. And I like when it just keeps going like that. It's so fun. But I think it's fun. It's definitely like not one of my favorites, but I do like it. It's definitely, 8.5.
What's funny is Fantano gave this album a 10, which so iconic because, he never does that.
He never does that.
But funny enough, I was like, that's so crazy because this is one of my favorite albums ever, and I would not give it a 10 because I did not like B2B.
Interesting.
Which is really crazy that I would give one of my favorite albums ever a lower score than Anthony Fantano. Like, that's
you really said I have a higher standards than Anthony Fantano.
I don't like B2B, but it's like, it's fine. It doesn't ruin that. Only disliking one song on an album
is really hard.
That's so rare. That's crazy.
I think this is a 10 album. Like, absolutely correct.
Okay. Mean Girls.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
That song is so me. It's so me. I am such a mean girl. I'm such a break your boyfriend's heart girl.
It's so funny.
I love Mean Girls. Whenever she wrote that, she was like, Laura, right, of course. Mean Girls. Hello. So I feel seen by that one. Yeah, I love it. Mean Girls. Hello.
Mean Girls, that's a banger. I think it's a funny song. I like it. It's funny. I think about it all the time.
Honestly, 10. Because it's so real.
You're being... Literally, when I heard the first time, I was like, you're being so for real right now.
Because, like, honestly, it is so real of, like, do you want to have a kid? Do you not want to have a kid?
Yeah.
And just, like, do you want to go after your career? But then whenever she's like, is my career so important in the existential of it all? I'm like, oh my gosh. Literally, like, she's hitting a question that is so intimate and vulnerable and scary for, like, so many people.
Women. Yeah.
And
especially women with big hopes and dreams that could be kind of, shifted to the side if they had a baby.
If they have a kid. And it's just, it's so, like, right. It's a very, very scary thing to talk about. And for her to be like, maybe I'll have a kid. Maybe I won't. Do I want a kid? Do I need to stop her? It's just... That is literally, like, so good.
It's, oh my gosh, she's so, and to put some, and it's like such a vulnerable question, because like, that's a scary thing to have people speculating and talking about.
Right.
Because as a pop singer, like, if you, like, look even slightly different, people start, like, is she pregnant? I bet she's pregnant.
Yeah.
This gynecologist said that she's for sure pregnant.
Yeah. You get bloated, or you just, like, have, like, you need a poop.
Yeah.
Done for. Everyone's speculating. They think you're gonna be pregnant.
Yeah. So it is, like, I don't know. No one's putting out pop banger albums that ask these really important, real, relatable questions. Also, we were talking about TikTok and, like, Reels and stuff. I have gotten a noticeable amount of these, like, glowy, beautiful influencers who talk about freezing their eggs at 25.
Yeah, it's like, girl.
And I what a weird, I wonder if they're being paid by places that store, like, freeze eggs. Because that is such a intense thing to be, like, pushing and, like, trying to get in people's minds, saying that you have to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this.
Yeah, because I thought it was, like, older if you wanted to freeze your eggs, like 30s-ish.
The quality of the eggs goes down after 27, I believe.
Okay.
So that's why they're like, I got my eggs frozen at 25, whatever. But it's literally, when I see that stuff, I go in the comments and I just start panicking, because I'm like, oh my god, I have to start, like, planning for the next, like, 7 years of my life or whatever. I'm like, oh my god, do I need to make $100,000, like, right now so I can, like...
Yes.
I'm like...
Well, yes.
Well, yes. I'm just like, oh my god, like, I was planning financially for things like wanting to own my own place one day, wanting to do this, wanting to, like, travel, like, once or twice a year, like, stuff. I've been, like... I have all these financial goals, and I'm like, shit, do I need to be setting aside money for that?
In this economy?
But I hate seeing those influencers. I always block them. I always, like, don't want to see this, not interested, block. But I don't know, that song reminded me of that, and I was like, oh man. I'm all out of cash. Rats.
So
anyways, I think about it all the time. 10.
And then this best transition in the album also is from I Think About It All the Time to 365.
Yeah.
Because her, like, obviously, it's so funny for her to go, should I have a kid? Immediately to, let's go bump. Like, let's go get a bump. Yeah. Like, that's a perfect transition. That is, like, the perfect juxtaposition. 365, obviously, hello, 10 out of 10. Come on.
365, the first time I listened to it, the first beat drop, my jaw dropped a little bit.
It was like, crazy.
And then the second beat drop and my jaw hit the fucking floor. I was like, no fucking way.
I gasped. I was like, Charli. Yeah,
Charli.
it's a perfect song. It makes you want to shake ass. It's so fun.
It makes me want to dance like I'm in the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, it makes you want to fist bump.
Fist bump. That's a fist bump song.
It makes you want to punch the beat. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not really like a electronic music EDM girly,
no,
but having just like a little taste at the very end that you have to like earn, and it's like the whole song was not that crazy electronic like drumming,
but you have to
build to it.
And the thing is, I will say for this album, I don't want to listen to it like on shuffle. I only want to listen to it in the order that she made.
Yep.
Because it's so perfect as it is. I don't want to. It's one of those albums where I just want to listen to the full album in its entirety. I don't want to shuffle it. I don't want to add too many songs to my playlist because I just want to enjoy it as it is, because as it is a work of art, period, top to bottom, perfect.
Which is also a skill in itself of just ordering an album and
we'll go on to the deluxe version.
The deluxe version, extra 3 songs.
Hello, Goodbye, 7.5.
It's like a 6.
She could have
just left that one off. It didn't. The theme didn't totally match.
It's just not that good.
Yeah, it's not as good. It's like, yeah.
The more I listen to it, like, the more I enjoy it. But when I first heard it, I was like, girl, what was this?
We could have left this off. It's fine. We didn't need it.
We didn't need it. Guess 10.
10. That is such a funny, sexy song.
The beat is crazy.
Yeah.
The lyrics are so hot. Her voice sounds amazing.
Yeah.
It makes you want to be in a club with like big sunglasses on, crazy hair.
Yeah.
And you're like,
being a brat.
Being a brat.
I feel like, actually no. I was going to say I feel like it could have gone on the actual album, but no, I think it is thematically a little random.
It's a little random, but I'm glad that she put it on the deluxe.
Yeah. I'm so happy we got it. Thank you so much, Charli.
And then Spring Breakers. That is my favorite song.
That is a 10 out of 10.
To say vroom, vroom, vroom in a big pink truck. Yes. Hello. It's BRAT Summer.
Well, yes.
Yeah, it's BRAT Summer.
Oh my God, it's BRAT Summer.
It's BRAT Summer. Oh my gosh. It's BRAT Girl Summer. Literally, that song is so good. That's so good. I literally... I literally love that song. Spring Breakers is perfect. I think my top 3 songs are
your top 3.
365.
Yeah.
Spring Breakers. I can't. I actually foiled so fast. I was gonna say Everything Is Romantic, and I was like, well, no, Mean Girls. I was like, well, no, Apple. And then I was like, oh, but 360. And I'm like, well, it's a perfect album.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
You give a top 2, and then everyone else is tied for 3rd.
Everyone else is tied for 3rd. No, they're tied for 1st. Everyone else is tied for 2nd.
Or your top 2?
365 and Spring Breakers. Like,
okay.
Hello.
Well,
yes.
Okay, my top 2, my top 3. Okay, no, I can do this. Okay, I'm gonna do top 4. Number 1, Apple. Number 2, Club Classics. Number 3, Talk Talk. And then number 4, 365. Oh, but that doesn't feel right. 365 is definitely at least a bronze.
Definitely higher.
Listen, I like those 4 songs. Apple's number 1, then everything else is tied for 2, and then everything after that is tied for 3.
It is a perfect album. It's a perfect album. It's so good.
So good.
So, it's a BRAT Girl Summer.
Oh my gosh, is it a BRAT Girl Summer?
How are you gonna be a brat this summer?
Easy. Get a job.
Okay. That's how we're gonna pay our bills.
I'm gonna pay my rent. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be so bratty whenever I get this job.
My BRAT Girl Summer, I'm gonna be messy. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna be outside a lot. I'm gonna be swimming a lot. I'm gonna let my hair be crazy and like wild, but I always do.
Yeah.
I really want to find some big sunglasses and wear big sunglasses because also I went to a pool party and I forgot my sunglasses there and I have not gotten them back. So, we're actually going to a BRAT listening party tomorrow. Actually,
we are.
For Record Friday in Austin.
But yeah, we're going to For Record Friday.
We're going to For Record Friday.
BRAT. That's gonna be awesome.
Very exciting. Okay. I just want to go party.
I'm going to be a brat in that I'm going to hit rewind, and I'm going to somehow fulfill my summer camp and organized sports need.
Okay.
So hidden rewind is going to be big for me.
Ooh, I also want, not like a boy toy, but like a little bit. Did I just say that? I'm going to fall in love this summer, or at least have a fling. That would be nice.
I see that for you. That's one thing that we're going to do is I think once a week we're going to go out.
We're going to go out. We're going to go out and we're going to go do something because Laura's
looking for love and I'm networking because I need a job.
And she's looking for a job. So if you have something that could help either of us.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Otherwise we're just going to keep going to different places at night and just networking for different reasons.
But yeah, this is running so late.
Yeah, this is ended up being a crazy long episode.
And I want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion. We will talk about her later, but know that while it is also a BRAT Girl Summer, it is also a hot girl summer. So
forever and always.
Shake your ass, wear short shorts, live your life.
Shake your ass, wear your short shorts,
pay your taxes,
pay your rent,
and hang out with your friends.
Hang out with your besties.
Okay, well, that's it for today. Please. Pleek. If you could please rate this 5 stars, that would really, really help us out. And then if you also are like, hey, I need my friends to be in this BRAT Girl Summer energy with me, send this to who you're having a BRAT Girl Summer with.
Yes.
Send this to who you're having a hot girl summer with.
Yes. Please share the podcast.
It would really, really help. And follow us on Instagram at Do It For The Bit Podcast. And check out the videos at YouTube at Do It For The Bit. Yeah. Everything's linked, so we got you.
All right.
May you have the brattiest summer of all.
Bye.